I coalesce the bait of human experience into a viable and logical comprehension.
Oh, a bullshit artist.
I just want to hang out.
No big deal. Well, let me tell you something, brother.
What's going on, gang? YoJoeJerk here, and welcome to another Mega Powers Toy Podcast. This will be episode 9. We've gone 9 weeks in a row. It's fucking insane. Oh, and there went my monetization. Great. I didn't even hit the clock, and I ruined everything. So let me start the clock over again, and hopefully I can dodge that one. But anyway, let me bring in one of my hosts. You know him. You love him. Here comes Toy Games. Damn it.
Yo, you're worse than me with the cursing.
I sunk my battleship instantly today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I get so excited.
We need a curse jar and maybe put some money in it and buy a viewer a freaking toy. I almost cursed a toy. We need something to straighten your.
I'm so terrible. You know what? I put the timer up last week and we still got demonetized. But
Did we for what?
I don't know. So that's why we had a little beep at the beginning of the curse word in the intro. And, you know, but every time I fight it, they're fine with it. So, you know, as soon as a human sees it, they're like, these idiots are talking about toys. Like, who cares? You know, they ain't changing the world over here.
No,
so,
no one cares.
Yeah. So, you know, I blew it. Good for me. I'm amazing. All right. Let's bring in our co-host, Tim. Hello.
What goes on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Thanks for hanging out and watching, so whether you're live or on the playback. But I gotta say, Brian, that took me back for a moment there, because right around when I started my channel, there's that big thing going on YouTube about the Kappa laws.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it was so you couldn't make an adult themed video appealing to kids for obvious reasons. And all the toy hunters and toy tubers, or whatever we called them back then, were losing their freaking minds, because they were like, we're going to get demonetized. I can't talk about toys anymore. That's why we all have that little thing at the beginning, not for people under the age of whatever.
Yeah. And I just don't even do it.
Well, it turned out to be much to do about nothing, because nothing changed. But yeah, so I feel you though, man. You gotta play the game. You gotta be careful with this stuff sometimes.
A little bit, you know, a little bit. We were fine for the first couple of shows, no problem. And you know, I just went full sewer mouth right away.
We're on the government's radar.
Yeah, exactly,
down, baby.
Exactly. They know I saw that UFO.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. I mean, I have seen a UFO, but I don't want to get off the freaking rails.
Just don't say the names Bob Lazar or
just go ahead and say them. We're already sunk. Say it all.
We'll be on the watch list for sure. Then the Arrow office will be after us.
Yeah, me and Angelo will have to have an X-Files episode together. Whoa, we got a big one here. What's up, Four Feathers? How are you doing, brother? Thank you for being here live. Much appreciated.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, we got 27 heads up in here. So
very nice. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. I would rattle off every name, but you know, that's a lot. Yeah. That's 27.
Yeah, but that's a whole lot. They all know they're special. Let me take down this timer. There we go. We're good to go.
I didn't see the Beetlejuice trailer yet. I see Beetlejuice on Tim's desk. I didn't see the trailer yet.
I grabbed it last second because my GF A Tizzle is a humongous, one of the biggest Beetlejuice fans, and she just messaged me as we were BSing off camera that it was up. So I
got really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I saw the 2 pictures and was like, okay, he looks amazing. I'm good with the way Beetlejuice looks, but trailer. Speaking of trailers, did you guys see the Alien Romulus trailer?
I didn't see it.
That thing looks, I mean, it looks like it has no originality story-wise, but it looks like a brutal, like kill fest, man. So
how did you guys have time to watch anything? I watched X-Men 97, both episodes 15 times already. I don't know how you felt time to work anything else into your schedules.
I don't have any subscriptions to anything.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a good thing. Just
I'm
YouTube.
cheap. And Hulu, but Hulu was free because of my phone or some nonsense.
Badoosh, you're not missing anything, man. You really aren't. Like I have the subscriptions because of like family. We all just share different subscriptions, so it works out. Pay for one, you get a bunch of them. But I wouldn't pay for any of that shit if it was.
Yeah,
I've had Sling TV for the longest time now. I had Sling TV since it became a thing. Like I got it right away and cut the cord and got rid of my cable.
Mhm.
Sorry, I'm not talking about toys, by the way. But I'm even considering getting rid of Sling because it's getting unaffordable at this point. You're basically paying cable at this point to have all the freaking streaming services. So
yeah,
absolutely.
it is. And now we're back to commercials. So why did we even ditch cable to begin with? You know what I mean? Like if there's anything I hate more entertainment wise is commercials, man. They kill me. I hate them.
Unless you see them during our YouTube videos, then please watch the entire thing and do not.
Yeah, you don't miss out on those. They're good commercials, whatever they are.
It's for something terrible that you'll want nothing to do with it, nothing to do with toys, but it makes us money. So,
badoosh. So, how is everybody's? What are we, Thursday? How's your Thursday?
It's great. I got Toy Con I'm going to Saturday. Hopefully, I'll see Tim there. And I actually, for the first time, I think this might be the first time in years I'm going to Toy Con with a pocket full of cash. Usually I'm on a budget. I'm ahead of the game. All the bills are paid. I have some extra cash. Exciting times. Yeah.
I might just have to show up to see you blow the bank.
And I'll make sure to be a really good friend and be like,
get the sweat.
Just buy it. Just buy it. You said just buy it. Why not? Just buy it. You're ahead. Just buy it.
I can't wait. So that's coming up. Easy work week. No, I got the Vamp Monday. That's awesome. You reviewed it. We all know it's awesome.
Yeah, it's so much fun, dude.
Great review, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, guys. It's so much fun. Like it just, when they make something that much fun, it just the video's so easy to make. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, oh, this thing is awesome, and I'm just having such a good fucking time with it. So. Yeah, it truly is kick ass. And honestly, I like the size of it. I like that it fits on a shelf. I know it's hard to see, but I have it on that second shelf at the end, and it made it on a shelf. So I'm very happy about it.
It's perfect. It definitely opens Pandora's box of more vehicles because now
bring it on.
Bring it on. Yeah.
I need planes hanging off the ceiling. I need to kick all my other toys out. I'm ready.
Right. I'm all in with the G.I. Joe. I actually, might be hunting. Hopefully something is there that isn't on shelves. You know what I mean?
Oh, fudgy bar emoji, fudgy bar emoji. You gotta let me know who you need. I have tons of extras. So definitely, if there's anybody you're missing, I'm your guy. I'm definitely your guy. I'm the guy. All right. So on that note, there's some toy news. There is a ton. There is a ton. Let me get over here. I moved my desk. Like I tried to move it over more so you can actually see stuff behind me, but
I was trying to peek back there, and I was gonna put the glasses on.
Yeah,
I was like fucking
break out the Damas.
Hey, did you want the scrolling thing at the bottom of the screen too?
Oh yeah, I gotta get our banner up too.
I know last time you were upset with yourself when you forgot, so I didn't want to not tell you.
Yeah, well, I also don't want people to be like, my eyes, stop the bannering.
To look at.
Stop the bannering. All right, so let's get to the magic slideshow.
Kill me.
Gets me every time.
I know. I love it. I can't help myself. I'm so silly with that shit. So let's kick it off with Mcfarlane.
Yeah. Well, this is a figure re-released with a different paint deco. the original Arkham Knight figure. I always look at these re-releases as favors. Some collectors don't like re-releases, but it is a different paint deco. But this original release, even loose, is like $80.
Whoa.
So to be able to, people love them games. And he's done it's odd. He's released almost every character from that game series, but like Harley Quinn, which is really bizarre. But people like the game franchise, so to be able to complete it is nice. So I didn't get this. I don't necessarily need it, but I like the way the figure looks, and it's a nice release that I think you can get like now. It's shipping if you order it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what is it? Just the gold on him is pretty much new?
Yeah, it's the gold and the gray he was jet black, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool,
like
then.
the way this looks better. It's just different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool for Batman.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we get next. And then I thought this was really cool because I like Alex Ross artwork. I'd just rather see a painted version. I don't even know if they have one.
It does. There's a painted version, and it's an
Okay.
underrated figure. People don't like it because the neck can't really go all the way up.
Yeah.
Underrated. A lot of weird shit going on for a $20 toy, in my opinion. I wish to Toy God he would do a regular Superman like this, so you could do the statue with like the eagle, you know, on that.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's Alex Ross's design. You put any figure made in his design next to each other, and they look like amazing. So
instant shelf, right? Instant shelf.
Yeah, and I even like how they did the bronze on the stupid
It looks
card
good.
holder.
That shit looks metal.
Yeah, like, you know, we complain about them being statues, but in this one case, this is when it looks nice to be a statue.
That shit looks good.
Yeah, I dig it. And then we have the Predator monster Doomsday.
I was gonna say, doesn't it look like the Predator? I don't know.
He looks like a Predator monster.
I'm not into this one. I like the original release, even though he has the man bun. I don't need this, but you know, it is what it is.
I mean, for me, DC Comics kind of stops where Doomsday appears. Like, I don't like everything after and during Death of Superman. Like, it took a long time for DC to get good for me again. And like, Doomsday is one of those characters that's like, yep, he signals the end of DC.
Yeah, he should have put him. He should have released them in the suit before it's all torn off.
Yeah, I didn't like this. And plus, all the kryptonite sticking out, it looks weird. Like look at the kryptonite on his legs. He looks like Blanca Harry. You know what I mean? Like it's like hair sticking out of his socks.
I feel like a lot of times with these re-releases, and again, I don't know crap about Multiverse. You guys know that, but just from my observations, what I see is that I feel like he goes for like the brighter colors to try to get you again to kind of pop on the shelf. For instance, that Batman we just looked at, you have the bright yellow on the black. You know, here you have the bright, neon green on him. Like it's just another way to try to make them look that much more unique. But yeah, it looks unique, but is it something somebody wants to buy? I guess is the question. So
yeah, I think it just totally like the body looks good and all that stuff. I think it's mainly the head that just kind of
Predator. Definitely was a Predator.
Yeah, kryptonite.
That's one ugly son of a bitch.
You ugly bastard. And then McFarlane went and did something wacky.
I thought I was NECA at first. I'm all like thumbing through my phone late at night, and I was like, "Oh, NECA's redoing." I was like, "No, this is McFarlane." It looks like it.
I was gonna say you are the one who brought up that. It
looks like it's on the 66 Batman figure buck, and it's 6 inches. And if people were bummed because they say the scale's all over the place, but if this is $20. I'm not going to pose Alice Cooper next to fucking Batman anyway. So if he puts out a bunch of these and you can have a shelf of all your music characters that will fit in.
Ozzy, Lemmy, all the usual suspects. You get a Slash because it's McFarlane.
Yeah,
maybe a Milli Vanilli. You never know what he's going to do. It could be anything.
Jimi Hendrix.
Prince.
Anything. You could do everybody. James Brown.
Don't forget Seal. They could do Seal.
Maybe Seal.
Fantastic.
If I could get Seal, I would have Seal, then the Val
I'm
Kilmer
over your
Batman.
Batman display.
Yeah,
Just
I
one of those.
You can get Belle Biv DeVoe in there. I mean, who knows who we could do? It's McFarlane. It could be anybody.
I wish he had a wave already ready though. Like this is the first wave. It's just one. You know, if it was 2 or 3 to really get the juices flowing, like Axl Rose, like you mentioned, you know damn well he's gonna do Gene Simmons.
Oh
Like-
yeah. Oh, you'll get the whole Kiss band. You'll get everybody.
Ozzy
You
would
know
be
that.
nice. It could be fun. And if it's
Yeah.
if it's $20, it ain't gonna kill your pocket. It's better than a fucking reaction that just
Yeah.
is like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
And I like that scale of the Batman 66.
I do
'cause
too. And those are nice
'cause it
looking
fits-
figures.
And it fits into your 6-inch shit. Like it looks okay with a Marvel Legend. Like, you know what I
Sure.
mean? Like
Right.
I like that it's not 7-inch because now I can put these things in my display, pop the heads off, put them on Marvel
Good
Legend
point.
bodies.
There's more 6-inch figures out there than 7-inch.
Yeah,
So,
so I'm glad and like I said, dude, awesome observation because I wouldn't even have thought about it. And I keep looking at, the crotch that, you totally called it. So
yeah.
Very-
I'm digging it. I just want, I only like one fucking Alice Cooper song. I'm not going to lie here. So
I don't even like Alice Cooper, man.
School's
but
Out for Summer. It's the only
but-
song I really care about.
Yeah,
So-
but the idea of him making a line is awesome. So
yeah, absolutely.
So I'm down. If this works, do Ozzy because I don't even like Ozzy either. You
I
know what
like
mean?
Ozzy though.
I just don't. You know what I mean?
Bark at the
Like
moon, baby.
I was more Zeppelin. So like when I hear Ozzy sing, I'm like, he's, like you can't even compare the two. And I know I shouldn't, but that's what
I
happened.
listen to No More Tears like once a week with
In the bath.
Thumbing through the note on your phone. This is what your pre-orders are, right? Yeah.
yeah. No. Yeah.
Oh, these sons of bitches.
Yeah, I know. They gave us product shots. So
Yeah,
this is
somebody
the
had
last
these.
time, I swear to God, people, it's the last time we'll look at Bison and Dalsum.
They're
But
beautiful.
yes, but now we see the entire loadout. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
good now. Like, this
Yeah.
is awesome. I didn't watch the review, guys. I'm sorry. I want to wait for it myself. Like, I want to be excited for it.
Me
myself.
too. That's why I
So-
didn't watch it either. Because I sometimes when I know I'm gonna like something, I like it to be fun for me. Yeah. you
Yeah,
know?
like if when guys get stuff before me, I don't watch anything because I want to just have fun with
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? So-
I agree. I usually watch reviews of stuff that I'm unsure of, like this fucking thing. Because like
yeah,
this
exactly.
Woo!
Oh, you got a cocketeer?
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I noticed.
Well,
What
this isn't
did
Loose
they
Collector.
do?
This is
No, that's the good one.
yeah.
but-
It's nice.
But what's up with the backpack? Looks all weird, like the
It's
rocket.
It's Diamond Select. You're
No,
never
that
gonna
one's
get
the right one. Okay, that's the good
Yeah.
one. I'm talking about the
Loose Collector.
yeah, dude, that backpack sucks. Like it looks like a little missile.
I
Like-
was not impressed. I like touching Betty Page's butt,
Yeah,
but other than that,
I told you they're not worth it once you touch them.
No.
like
No.
they're nice though. They're nice figures.
yeah, it's a nice
They
figure,
work,
but not for that price, man.
yeah, they're only as good as a Marvel Legend quality wise.
yes.
Not a shitty one, but like a perfect
No.
Marvel Legend. Like that bend's good, everything's right, but like
Yep.
it's just not worth the money.
Nope.
As far as these two go here, though, we won't show these again until I find them in Target, hopefully. But yeah, I'm super pumped for these. Tuesday night, I was just hanging out, watching TV or whatever, and I was watching Toy Migos like I usually do on a Tuesday night at 8:00 or whatever it is. And they just said, "Hey, our guest canceled. Here's the link. Anybody wants to pop on." And they were talking about these because Cheney has them in hand already.
Yeah.
So I jumped on with Toy Migos for about 45 minutes or so, half hour. Just
Oh,
talking about these things, and I'm sucked in. I've been at Target like every day this week, which for me is not an easy thing to do. Because here's the thing: like they went up for pre-order Monday morning, and now they're in Target. But the problem is, it's probably gonna be like one case, and then you won't see them ever again until July. So
yes.
I'm all in on it. I usually don't go this crazy drive, and I really am careful with my hunts. I try not to waste a lot of gas money, but with this, I'm like, you know what? There's a very small window with these. I'm going to keep checking the one Target in my area that gets them. And when I go to the show on Saturday in Jersey, I'll make some stops along the way and just hope to win the lottery. Basically, people are finding them and putting them on eBay for like 65, cash. So
yeah. Well, hang tight. I pre-ordered a bunch of them for the store, and if they show up early, I got both of you guys covered on them.
Nice.
So
Thanks, man.
You know it. And if not, they'll just sell in the store. They always do.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I'm psyched. I love both these characters. So, and then
now
there was this dollar store Streets of Rage figure.
Here's the thing. Here's the fuck. This is Jack specific, right?
Yeah.
Are they?
Is it? I don't know. I was trying to just gather again today, really quick.
Is it even? I don't even think it's 6 inches. So.
Oh, okay. If he's like micro, then that's.
But then it's still stupid though, man, because the mentality might be, oh, hey, these Street Fighter figures are hot. Let's get our shit out there, right? But it's not the same size, so you can't even have fun and have like a crossover.
That's so tiny. I don't know. He's so shiny plastic. Like all I see is the reflection of the lights.
Well, for me, I would just spray a matte on it if it was worth it. But it's just such a fucking
I don't know. It's super vanilla to me. Even the box should have the Sega Genesis checkered gray and black. Not just some silly
I got one
white
better.
stripe.
I got one better. I should listen. It should be packaged in the Sega Genesis games came in that nice box.
Yep, clamshell.
It should look like that clamshell. That'd be sick.
Yeah, that would be sick. But
that would mean you care about your product.
Yeah, that's true. And not trying to get it out lightning fast.
It's bad.
It is.
And why is Axel? Where's the freaking crew? The girl, what's her name? Ivy or whatever.
Yeah, and Hager or whatever his name is. The guy who was basically big Russian mustache guy.
Yes, I think that guy's like a mayor too.
Oh,
a mayor.
First 3 games of those, I love Streets of Rage. That's one of my favorite side scroller 2-player game. Oh, I love that game. So
the music is
seeing them make this just with 0 effort was like,
oh no, wait. Did Storm do Streets of Rage or Final Fight or
Final Fight?
Final
they
Fight.
do on that, and I love those Neo Geo select a game arcade things with the fighters. So I like Sync. I like all those. I love all those weird games. So
it's funny. We got the slide before was how to do a figure, and this is how not to do a figure.
It is. It's so true. It is so true.
At least he's not behind cardboard. You can see what you're getting, which is not much.
And that's true. And you know what? Every figure that I've gotten from Hasbro that has been in a window box has been fantastic again. It's like they knew that they couldn't hide, all the issues, paint issues, problems. You know what I mean? Plus, when you make the figure and put it in, the plastic tray tray keeps everything straight. So when you grab a bunch of weapons and throw them in a plastic bag, they're just going to curl up, and whatever way they're falling in the box, they're going to get wrecked. But when they're in this, it keeps them relatively straight. So I think the problems are done now. So, but this is a Figma. But or whatever.
In a while.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
It's legit.
So I had to throw it on there, man. And I have the first link they made, and it's a great figure.
Me too. The one that you change out the face plates.
Yeah.
I love that figure.
And he's in the elf suit, it's just the green elf suit. Yeah,
yep, I have him as well. This has everything: the glider, the bow, the shield.
Now, what I found out is there's 2 versions. Okay. The regular version basically just comes with the accessories that are around the figure just a little bit. Once you get to the rock and the flute, you basically don't get anything else unless you buy the crazy version.
Yeah.
So this thing is $170, I think. Yeah. But the regular figure, I think, is somewhere between like $60 to $80. So it's a hard pass for me, but it's beautiful.
I hope I can get my wife to rock the flute later.
No,
it's
play
beautiful.
the winds of winter on it.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but I figured it's just beautiful, man. And I, even the sword itself, like it looks like the sword that came with the version me and you have.
Yes.
And that scabbard is one of the nicest ones I've ever seen detail wise. Like
Yeah,
all that metal's lifted, painted. The sword has like 5 different paints on it. It's impressive. So
yeah.
All right, what do we got next? We got the turtles.
Okay. I found out some things about these. I think everyone was confused.
Hi,
They
Chad.
It looked like this was just like a freaking statue of the 4 turtles, but it's not. Obviously, it's 4 separate turtles. I think they're priced under. It's Playmates, so it's under $15. So I'm with it. And it
that's
looks like
fair.
It's more. Yeah, they look better in package than that fucking box, right?
It is true. And if they all come with little bases that clip together,
I'm
like
buying
if they're
this shit.
actually standing on that, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would almost tempt me. And I'm not a turtle dude.
If you saw that, if you went in the Target randomly and you saw these 4 there, brand new, under $15.
Yeah, see, that's tempting. You know what I mean? They're not like neck is like $37.99.
Yeah, get the fucking sweats.
Yeah, we're like, oh, I can't get 2 of these today.
Well, I think that's the appeal too. Like we've mentioned in previous weeks, how many TMNT lines there are. A lot of them are, not obviously overpriced, higher priced. But if you can go in there, for instance, I remember people were going crazy for the. I'm not a turtle guy, but the most recent movie that came out, whatever that was called, I can't remember. The cartoon.
Yeah.
But people were going crazy over the figures for that, and they were like what, $12, $13, something like that.
Yeah,
so if you can put something cheap out there, even Best Action, like that's less expensive. You can buy a whole team in one trip, like Brian just said. That's tempting to a lot of people for sure.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, $11.99, so under $50 for the whole set.
Yeah, see, that's super tempting. Super tempting at that price if you see them all together. Like that's a fun display. So.
These will sell. I could foresee them selling.
I even like the packaging. Usually, I'm not big on the turtle packaging. That looks great. So.
Yep.
And then this is the last minute, and holy shit, these stupid Filmation MOTU figures are awesome, man.
The cringer.
I have a stack of them at work I haven't bought yet, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this.
When's the last time you saw Battle Cat in cringer form? Matty Toy did it?
Yeah, I think they did.
I don't know what scale, but I know that I never opened it. I have it because I got it on clearance. When Mattel put out the Revelations, I think it was, they had all the armor on him, but then if you took the armor off, he had like articulated eyebrows and like all sorts of cool stuff. That was giant. I mean, that was that scale,
Yeah, but I think not Super 7, like you said, Matty Collector. Yeah, they did one, and that thing looked great. But this
will be cheaper, obviously. And
whoever they got sculpting these animated heads, and
they're not in fucking stores anymore, which everybody got on Toy Guru months ago for saying that. And then the guy's is right. He's right.
These aren't in the stores.
No, none of this shit. Only thing that's in stores is the crossover with Ninja Turtles, because people love freaking Ninja Turtles.
I just ordered toys for our store. You know what I mean? And now I'm wondering. I ordered a bunch of He-Man and Skeletor ones because I was like, yeah, that's He-Man and Skeletor, and they'll sell. And dude, I put them out there, and like I went back up front like later in the day, and like every one of them was gone. I was like,
"This is the Filmation style."
Yeah,
because you can't. They're not in stores.
Yeah, and dude, they're awesome, man. They keep staring at me. I'm just like, I gotta wait a little longer. So,
and I give Mattel credit for putting the freaking Snake Mountain on shelves, and then 6 months later you won't put little. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. So, but this thing is awesome, and now they have sold me with it. And honestly, I'm even thinking about selling my Super 7 ones now, just to fund more collecting, because they're fortunate.
And one has more value, and then
well, the other ones fall over because they're Super 7. They're not made well. They only look good, and it's before the paint quality went down, so they're painted all right. Like He-Man looks good, and like the core characters look good, but once you start moving them, they fall off the shelf, and because they're Super 7, they fucking break, or they chip, or the paint goes, or whatever. So I think I'm done. Yeah, I think this is what sold me. I'm like, I was looking at the Super 7 ones, and I'm like, just Hordak alone used, like, because I keep all the packaging and all that stuff. I can get like $250 for Hordak.
Shit. Wow.
Like, dude.
One Hordak will get this whole line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And if I dump the whole line, I'm like, oh, what else? Maybe my G.I. Joe vintage collection might need some upgrading.
Related, but somewhat of a diversion. This is so funny you brought this up. I don't know what. I know what it was. I was watching a YouTube video about Disney Afternoon the other day. Okay, classic Disney Afternoon stuff. And I was like, oh, I bought those Funko Disney Afternoon figures 7 or 8 years ago. I don't even know what it was. Time's crazy anymore. But at GameStop, and they were like $9.99. They're little figures like this. I kept them all on card. They're on my wall. Okay, look at them right now. I said, I wonder what they're going for nowadays. I'm just out of curiosity. I go on eBay. Son of a bitch, I got to sell these things. I don't want to, but the freaking I have the Gizmo duck.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's going for like 150 or something crazy, I think. Chip and Dale together, Darkwing Duck are going for like 100, like carded. I'm like, oh,
you know what? Now that you say that, dude, we had Uncle Scrooge's, and they were really high.
This is like,
yep, he's up there on my wall. I have Scrooge, I have Chip and Dale, I have Launchpad, Baloo, Gizmo Duck, and Darkwing Duck. I stopped there, and I shouldn't have. I should have got them all, but it's crazy. Hey, Toy Chase, but it's crazy what they're going for now. I never in a million years. I would have thought like maybe $25, if anything.
Yeah, no, some of them are just completely bonkers. So
because there's no.
I have that Scrooge somewhere, man.
Yeah, that's like somebody keeps telling me the original Duke for Classified's an expensive figure. I'm like, I have 3 of those, like just sitting on a shelf. Yeah, and I have the original, and I have like redeco and those redecos. Holy shit, he was the hardest one to find out of all the redecos.
Yeah, don't collect just to hope things go up in value, but once they do, you got to think about selling them. Like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, I totally, like, it's usually me like pre-ordering from everywhere and then forgetting, and then I was just like, shit, and a lot of the places I order from, I don't want to send it back because they're small places, so I'm like, shit.
I call that like the circle of life. Like, if you want to continue guilt-free buying new stuff, maybe
sell your old shit.
Some guy tried to tell me I had a NECA Commando, right? And I just never opened it. I love the movie, but it's not a figure I thought I needed. But when I bought it, it was $30, maybe 25. That fucking thing is $200 now. And this guy was like, oh, if you sell that, you're a reseller. I'm like, dude, this is 8 years later. I'm a reseller. Like,
I tell people that if they want to give me shit, I'm like, yeah, if you want to go and look at my eBay, I've been buying and selling toys like half my life. Like, it's a part of, if you want to be a successful collector, like, if you have stuff you're done with, sell it. You know what I mean? Like, if it doesn't like give you that feeling anymore, you know what I mean? Like, you just got to move on.
Well,
let somebody else enjoy.
The comic book example too. Like, oh, you know what? I'm done with my Hulk 181. I guess I'll sell for 55 cents on eBay because that's what the cover price is. Or baseball cards. You know what? I'm really sick of that Onus Wagner card that I have that's worth $1 million. I'll just give it to the Goodwill and let somebody like, come on, if something's worth something, again, I get like the whole idea of like immediately reselling, but if you have something for a while, it's worth something, that's fair.
That's my mentality. Flipper figure.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Where were we here?
Slide it up.
We're back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you sent me the Simpsons ones, and
Because we were confused a few weeks ago because they didn't look articulated, and they are.
Yeah, and they're different scales.
Yeah,
so
cool.
you get like a 6-inch one, and then I can't determine the size of the other one, but this is so smart. You're doing all the core figures, and then you're doing deep cuts along with them. So
imagine that. All the core characters.
It just all makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's so right. Like when I looked through everything, I was like, this is great, man. I can't wait to like that. Like whenever they make a Mcfarlane, I buy it like instantly. So like, you know, I know if this line's successful 2 years from now, I'll get the Mcfarlane. So
and the couch, they have the iconic couch.
Yeah,
the beginning of every episode.
And then it's a house play set, and if you flip it around, it's the actual facade of the house.
Oh wow!
So it's thought out so well. So I'm not even a Simpsons fan, and I think this is awesome. So at least somebody got the license who has a fucking brain. Oh, dick punch. And then speaking of dick punch, round 2.
You know,
I get it. They
didn't make any money off this thing, and it didn't sell out. People weren't happy. Some guy reviewed it and killed it. I forget his name. And this is what we wanted: a cool looking Ghost Rider, not some guy in a leather outfit. Like, granted, Ghost Rider wears leather. I get it, but he has shit on it, chains and spikes.
Yeah. Why aren't there any chains on him at all, man? Like
I know that was in the first release, though.
Yes. The jacket's better. It has a vintage vibe. The where is it? Hold on. Here we go. The red motorcycle honestly looks 10 times better than the gray one. It does. So
it has style.
Yeah, and you know, you get the shotguns too. That's kind of cool. Like he didn't come with shotguns in the other one, did he?
No.
Yeah.
This is basically like a sized up Marvel 3 3/4 figure. Remember that in Target, like the red bike. It's the exact same look. They just it's
It's like first appearance look.
Yeah.
So you know, I get it. I definitely think it looks a little better though.
I might buy it just to put my Marvel Legends Orb figure on there.
That's a good idea.
And why can't they sell the fucking Ghost Rider separate from the bike for people that have it's?
Yeah, that's true. Because I probably would just want the figure myself too. Like the bike's neat and all, but the figure is definitely an upgrade. But I still think like you need a chain, you know, some chain, something.
Spikes.
Yeah, something. It's just so blue.
And they have all that stuff laying around. I mean, it's not like they don't have accessories they can throw in there to add to it. So
I don't know how you make the best Ninja Turtles ever and then a bullshit Ghost Rider. The same company. Yeah.
It's true. And then they make this, and this is awesome to me. I like packaging, and I like the 3 3/4, like, you know, stupid reaction thing from the past, and this is where it should have went. You know what I mean? Like I like what Mezco does with their stuff. So, you know, and I think this is one step closer to actually getting like maybe 112 Goonies if it does good.
If they did a 112 set for $500, it would sell.
Yeah. And like, you know, I think I did. No, I didn't do the other slide, but you get Sloth too in this set.
Yeah, I see him in the middle up there.
Yeah, and usually with these, I bought the Crow one.
Yep.
It came with like a million different little arms to stick in and different shit. So all these figures, like they have
like, Jada has like blood on him, like he got shot.
Kind of, yeah. That's crazy.
$50 bill.
$50 bill. So I like this. I'm not getting it, but I think it's really cool.
You make me want to grab my short round off the shelf here.
Yes. And okay, we don't do statues here, but we do Conan because I love Conan and Mezco. Like, I know it's hard to see on our little in screen, but man, this
It's a view.
thing
It's expensive
is
though.
ridiculous. Oh, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
But this is why I brought this up. If Mezco has the license to make Conan the Barbarian movie shit, then we should definitely be getting 112 Arnold Schwarzenegger fucking shit. Like, why aren't they doing that? Like, that'll probably be like the greatest selling fucking thing they'll ever make. Like, because that likeness is Arnold, like, through and through. And even the chick, I forgot her name because I'm horrible, but you know, that likeness is of her completely. So, you know, I'm big on this, but I can't afford it.
So it's going on the category of glad it exists, but not for me.
Yes, I'm glad it exists because that means they have the license to Conan movies, which means
same with the Goonies. So it means that so people have the interest and it sells.
Yeah, let's do that shit. I am fucking excited. Now, for a thing I'm not excited about at all, they've released a whole bunch of Star Wars shit. And we're gonna look at it because we like to be fair.
Now listen, go ahead. I don't even know who this is. Darth Maul?
Yeah, this is just this. We're only doing Black Series. No helmets, no you know, vintage collection.
Oh man, I want to talk about replica props.
Did you see the Acolyte trailer? I know we
Oh, okay. Yes. Today was a day of trailers. And YoJoeJerk gives it 2 gigantic, stupid thumbs down.
Why?
Because I don't know what it's about at all. Okay. When you see a trailer for something, you're supposed to know what it's about. Okay.
Good point.
And if you just tell me I'm supposed to know what a Sith is, then whatever. Like, you're not advertising correctly. Like, you're supposed to assume that the person that's watching your trailer knows shit about what they're looking at. So you're supposed to educate somebody on what you're trying to present to them. And all they showed me was they asked little guys to close their eyes, and they had a stupid alien that could not shut its eyes. So but why would you do that in a trailer? Just show how bad of a filmmaker you are instantly by going, close your eyes. And everybody does except for the puppet can't.
Yeah.
So anyway, let me stop.
I liked it until the Matrix shit started happening. I don't need Matrix Kung Fu in Star Wars. It just it looked like fan fiction. Let's throw everything against the wall. That's cool and hope it works. I didn't absolutely hate it. I won't watch it. I always say this. I'm in it for the toys. The problem is no one looked cool enough to have the cool fucking toy. As shitty as I like Mandalorian, the Boba Fett series, as shitty as that was, that big fucking Wookiee, I bought that motherfucker because he looks so badass.
He's toy edit. Yes, you want it. You're like, oh, that design is so fucking cool. I
bought it at full price too. And now as Tim showed one of his damn Instagram things, he's like on sale. But you know, whatever. If something cool, I'll buy it. Nothing in that besides the puppet you mentioned. I thought he was fucking adorable. I would buy him.
Design alone, like, dude. Okay, all the Star Wars stuff is designed beautifully. Like they haven't lost the edge in that. It's just like when a 10-year-old could tell a better story than you have a giant problem. So
I agree. It didn't look like anything that was like I actually liked the Andor show. That was pretty quality. Andor and Rogue One are the only good things that have come out of Disney Star Wars. Really good. And they didn't make it a fucking
Yes, Andor is good. Yes, I'll agree. Andor is good. So people don't go, you hate all the Star Wars.
Andor was done well.
Yes, I liked it. There was maybe like 2 things that happened that I was like, that was dumb. But you know, I could deal with it.
I pretty much watch The Mandalorian every season. You know, one way or the other. I just got pulled in early. I'm not a Star Wars guy beyond that. I don't even see all the films. I didn't watch Andor. I heard it's great. Didn't watch it. I watched the first season of Bad Batch, got pulled in about the figures, stopped caring, sold them. So I will add this for context. Two of my buddies at work are huge Star Wars fans, like through and through, like from the beginning, Star Wars guys, like completely all out. And they both watched the trailer and they loved it. And I haven't watched the trailer yet. So it just shows you where I'm at, I guess, you know?
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
the issue with super fans, though. They will like anything. So there's no like.
Yeah, they
there's
just
no,
want
like,
they want next piece of content to annihilate.
right.
I'll add this. He'll never see this because one of those two guys collects statues. Other than that, does not dabble in anything YouTube. I haven't said to him today. I'm like, dude, just watch YouTube. You'll like it. Anything on YouTube, he just whatever. He's against it. But he literally walked out of the theater in the second of the most recent films where they did Luke dirty.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He walked out.
Hobo?
He literally said, "F this, I'm done," and walked out. We thought he was coming back. He didn't. He left and went home.
It had to be when Luke drank the blue tip milk.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No,
I gave it that refreshing face.
But I just
That's
talked
the
to a friend of
best.
mine 2 days ago on the phone. We were both randomly watching on FX. I have Sling, so I was watching on Sling. And he called me to BS, and I'm like, I'm watching Star Wars. He's like, yeah, me too. And it was right at that part. And we were both like, God, this is stupid. Why? Why did they do this?
Yeah, it's just like focus on one character and
Yeah.
and make us like him, you know, or her, or anybody. Just actually dig into a character and make us give a fuck about it. You know what I mean? Instead of just being like, well, we got the girl from the Matrix, but she's like 70, but we're gonna make her fight kung fu. You know what I mean? Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. And you know what? These figures fucking reflect it, dude.
It does. Look at this dude. Like, it's just a guy in a robe. Just this guy.
Yeah, and that's a woman. that's
Jesus,
the chick. That's the chick from the Matrix. That's Carrie Ann Moss.
Oh.
She's the only thing.
Wait, Carrie Ann Moss is in this?
That's
yeah,
her.
She's doing
What?
Matrix.
No,
She's the one in the fight.
I didn't realize that's who you're talking. I didn't watch the trailer. Dear God,
Yo,
they brought her
She's
in for the
1,000 years old, and she's
brought her
like
for-
kung fu fighting.
The
It's
Matrix,
so bad.
the Matrix movie bombed, man. That recent Matrix movie, she couldn't even make money for that, and they made her the main character in that. Spoiler alert to a movie nobody cares about. Come on! Now I'm really irritated. Come on, man.
And then
there's still people that go, "Oh, it's soft goods. I got to buy it. It's soft goods." It's not worth it if the figure's not great, man.
Not boring.
Yeah, like this is just as vanilla as it gets, man. You know what I mean?
Boring.
It's just like Jedi with human head, you know, and the boxes got nerfed just like G.I. Joe. Look at them, they're tiny, and you know, it's so they could just cram more on a shelf even tighter.
Look, and
make that money, money back from E1.
All right, I got 4 words for you. 4 words for you. See you at Ross.
Yep. I'll be making Jedi kitbashes out of you in 6 months.
Don't get mad at me, but I actually think this is a nice looking figure, and I like the kid's head. I think that haircut that every kid has to have.
The sculpt's fine.
Well, it looks like a cosplayer. Though.
Yeah. What I don't like is the yellow uniform. Like, why do all the Jedis have yellow like geese now? Like, I don't like it. Like,
what? Yeah.
And like, when I watch Star Wars, like, you know, like in the Lucas stuff, when you see Jedis, they're a little bit. They have their own little flavor here and there in their robes, like how Anakin had the black and the brown in the second one.
Yeah.
You know, like these guys are all flavorless. Like they all just look like an automaton.
You will see this kid next to the purple-haired lady at Ollie's.
Yes, exactly.
Come on, give me the guy. Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah.
He's gonna go to the land of Landos. And then look, this is the same buck.
Oh, there it is.
Different head. And I wish I got a close up. This head sculpt looks awful. This doesn't even look like the actor. And he looks like he's frowning. Like,
it's like Rocky Dennis.
Oh, it's so bad. So, like
I feel like I didn't even watch this film, but I feel like it's the friggin' Shazam movie where all the kids dress the same as Shazam or whatever. Like it's a different version of the same character. Just
yeah.
Where's the? I'll buy that for $1. We have that clip. Still?
No, we do. Yeah.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Bring it on. Hang on. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to stay good on chat. But,
I'd buy that for $1.
yeah, these are all like I could see it just all being Ollie's. So
it's bad. It's Star Wars. Like they're doubling down. They don't care. They're just gonna keep cranking it out there.
And I mean, Angelo, you saw the trailer. Like,
I didn't. I didn't hate it until that Matrix shit really
okay.
Shit out of me.
Well, what I'm saying is, how is a stupid mercenary jumping around fighting them like they're nothing? You know, like it's just so dumb, and it's the same person fighting everybody. So you know, like there's no resolution instantly in the trailer that any of those fights go anywhere because she keeps escaping because she obviously is fighting everybody in different areas. It's like I don't care about a girl boss beating everybody up again.
No,
like
I
don't care about this.
And this is the thing. They don't care what we think anymore. This is obviously just the way it's gonna be.
Yeah.
They're not making money off this shit.
Yeah, well, they lost my Star Wars dollars, and they were a shitload of dollars.
They don't care. They don't care, and so I don't care. I just move on. At this point, whatever
I'm done with
bullshit comes out, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm done with it. No more Star Wars stuff for me, unless it's like somebody from like the first 6, and it's done really well and tastefully. I'll do it. You know.
So what you're saying is you want another Lando, is what you're saying.
You know it. I love me some Landos. I have a Lando problem. And then, yeah, it looks, you know, like another silly design. Like the design for this character in the trailer. I was like,
same shit.
Yeah, I was like, nope. And that's what I'm saying. Why are they all just in this disgusting yellow? Like, and before I saw the toys, I noticed it in the trailer, and I'm like, who is designing this shit? Like, nobody looks individualized. You know what I mean? Like, if each one of these characters turned around and put their robe up, I would not know who is.
No, it's
yeah, and that's super bad. Like, that's like pre-film school shit. Like that you learn before you even go to film school. Like, you're like, yeah, characters have to have certain color palettes. And like even those color palettes are based along the background characters. So they're supposed to pop from the background characters. Like this is like first year film school shit. They can't even do it.
I love the fucking balls on Hasbro to have such confidence that the toys are already ready to go for a show that they don't even know if anyone likes. That's called hubris, I think. Is it?
Yeah, well, I hope they get
look at me. I think that's
they get
making sure people want, you know.
Yeah, this is
they sucked his brains out.
Yeah, they're fucking brain dead. Like this stuff is so bad. But then they actually wait, no, it's after this. But then this is your villain, and how boring
so
is
badass.
This? I think it's boring.
It's boring. At least Reva had a cool lightsaber,
and her hair looked cool. Like it was
aesthetically, Reva was fine. It's just a show. Fucking
are those Wolverine claws on there? What's going on in the
she's a ninja. She's a fucking she's a damn ninja. It's so
she basically, this is who you see the Jedi fight. The entire trailer is just some silly ass mercenary.
Yeah, you're waiting for Indiana Jones to just shoot her like the first movie.
All right, I'm gonna go get drunk now. See ya. Glug 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 glug. Yeah, it's like a Jedi would like shut your brain off and you'd be done. You know what I mean? They take you out of the air. You know, like it's so bad.
Racker says, "Where's the creativity?" And I get it, but if you just had a badass Jedi who's just killing shit, doing his thing, and then he just meets his fucking equal. Well, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. Just aesthetically a good looking hero, a badass looking villain, and we're good to go.
Yeah, like when you see Darth Vader's suit, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
When I see this, I'm like, where's Prince? This is his
Right.
entourage, right?
Yeah,
You know, the person who gets out of the limo first for Prince. You
It's
know,
just a little tiny throwing
yeah,
knives.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
Well, and here's the thing, and again, I don't want to sit here and pretend I know a lot about Star Wars. I'm just a basic, follower, whatever.
they go like this.
Oh, okay.
And then
yeah.
they go nanu,
Some kind of directive.
nanu.
But so again, I know the basics, but I feel like this is an example of stretching a property too far. I don't think this
Yeah.
property was meant to have its world just completely stretched like this between movies and TV. Like, I get that there's enough back catalog
I
there,
agree.
enough characters, but like,
I agree.
at least to make toys, especially, like, you can't just assume, well, we're going to make a property that the toys will sell. Like, eventually, even the hardcore fans are going to be like, you know what? They're stretching this way too far. Like, look at
I
the Marvel.
agree. Even
Scale it back. Do less properties and make them awesome.
Yeah, or just hit the back catalog and fix up older characters that people like. You know what I mean? Like, at least do that instead of like something, you know?
Well, they even tried that, and going back to the Solo movie, and that sucked.
Yeah,
But they wanted to do that, and they failed at that early on. So it's like it goes out there just to say this is Disney saying we want as much content out there for our streaming channel, in the movies as possible, to try to make back the money we spent to get this property in the first place.
Oh yeah.
it's gonna do shit, and the toys are gonna. What am I looking at now?
This is something that just showed up right before the show, and this is
3-pack.
and this is what I'm talking about. Take old characters, make them a little better, throw them in a new kind of packaging, and holy shit, they look awesome. Like, I look at these 3 right now, and my brain instantly is like, ooh.
Oh, do I need that? I might buy that.
Yeah, and we just looked at 6 figures that didn't do shit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you really, they need to really take a step back. But it's like you said, it's never gonna.
They don't care. They do.
Yeah,
not
no.
Hey, just real quick to this comment. The only acolytes I care about are the ones that follow Magneto. Hasbro, make those.
Exactly. Boom. Agreed.
They don't care. We're not their target audience anymore. I don't know who the fuck it is. If they're out there, great.
Yeah. Well, if they got the money, good for them.
Right.
But like I said, this is like the turnaround. This is what they should be doing, making cool shit.
I don't have a blue face guy yet. I don't have him in my collection. So I'll buy this.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know why they're doing the Clone Wars Grievous again. I kind of like the other colors, but it's still it's cool. It's cool. Like, this is where I could say, Hasbro, you're doing it right. Like, people will buy this. Like, we won't see this thing end up ever at
that Vader with the cracked helmet from Obi-Wan.
Yeah, good luck ever finding it.
Hell no, you can't find it.
Yeah, it's gone. And like I said, anytime there's a Vader, gone. Anytime there's a Luke Skywalker, gone. Any Han Solo. Like, I even saw him get close. The Endor one with the trench coat, he was getting close to liquidation and then gone before it happened. So
I've always wanted that Grievous.
I'm grabbing that Thrawn.
I've always wanted that Grievous, and I always back to the original, but I heard it didn't stand very well. Like,
it doesn't.
You got to put a foot, give him a stand.
Yeah.
And even then, you got to get him in a pose.
Even the more recently updated one I saw at GameStop, like, I considered it every time I've seen it. Back when the first took about, I saw it at Best Buy a bunch of times, and I always considered it, and I was just like, I don't want to fall over. I don't like putting stands on a figure.
You know which one stands well,
figure,
but I don't know the price. Remember the Disney Store exclusives where they were metal?
Yeah.
Oh,
that Grievous.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
He's heavy, and his feet are. That thing will stand. I don't know what the price is though. That's a cool.
I
figure.
think he's actually the only expensive one because he's the only one people want.
Well, you know what? Rest in peace to the Disney Store, man. I miss that store. We had one
too, man.
in Allentown.
I bought that whole metal figure wave for like $10 a figure.
I would go there probably. It's in the mall locally for me. It wasn't the mall for locally for me.
Yeah.
So probably at least once on a weekend, I'd walk through there. Whether there's a holiday, whether it's just see if there's new Marvel stuff in exclusives. They did a lot of cool Disney stuff there for exclusives. Comic book independent. But like, I missed that store, man.
Diamond Select was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was in between 2 Disney stores, so I used to hit the one he's talking about. And then they had one up in Scranton that I used to hit.
Yeah,
And just,
yeah.
it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
That ought to show you something, though. If your store that sells your exclusive shit, did they choose to close it or went out of business?
COVID. It was pandemic killed it.
Yeah.
Well,
From what I heard, I heard the sorry, Brian, I'm going to cut you off, buddy. From what I had heard with it, for the GF's a huge Disney person, so she looked into it. From what we understood, the problem was that they didn't like being in shopping malls because when the pandemic closed down everything for stupid reasons, you couldn't go there. You go to Walmart and Target as much as you wanted to, you couldn't go to a mall. So they lost the control to open their own doors. So they got away from that model. But with that said, though, they also still did close all their outlets pretty much as well. So, but I think that was the beginning of the end. They were like, we got to get away from this model over in malls.
Okay. All right. We got no more slides. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. It was really light for the toy news.
No,
this
it's
week,
better than
man.
last week.
Yeah. But we had show and tell last week. That was
fun,
a lot of fun.
Show and tell was fun. We have
it did really well. Surprisingly enough, our last show did really, really well. So
it's because I have my shirt off.
It was. It's because I put the Return of Toy Gains in the title, and it just got everybody fucking pumped. They were all like, they're like, he was gone.
We're not going straight up clickbait. He's back.
Exactly.
We found what under the shelf?
We got our wish list though, right? Our wish list, because
we got the wish list. I figured we're bullshitting, so we can get.
I want to fucking talk to you, Brian? You think I want to sit here?
You want to hear my shit? All right. Well, we'll do Tim's first. These are toys, or these are properties we wish were toys. And
this is cool.
And this is cool. This is cool. Very cool.
So my thought process with this, it's not like I was huge into this cartoon. I think it might have went like 2 seasons or something.
Yeah.
I just remember always watching it like at weird hours of the morning. Like they have it on in syndication or whatever it would have been, super early in the morning on a Saturday or a weekday before school. And I just remember checking it out and digging the idea. I think basically it was a high school football team.
Yeah,
gets
it's weird.
Sucked into the Middle Ages, basically medieval times. The quarterback, of course, is the Golden Knight there. So King Arthur, Round Table, all that good stuff. And my thought process was, if you did these in a 6-inch scale, so many people are big into fantasy figures and knights and mythic legions that you could and if you did the horses very easily, I think people would want these. And you could mix them with all the other lines if you did it the right way. So just something random. I don't even know how I even came up with it. I think I messaged you super early in the week, Brian, with this actually.
Yeah, both of you guys hit me so early this week. I was like, did those guys send me this week's stuff? And then I had to go back through our chain and I was like, oh my God, we talked a lot this week.
Yeah, we did. You're right. But stuff like this, though, and Angela might agree too. I feel like these sorts of things will pop into your brain at the weirdest moments. Like pretty soon we'll be cutting grass here in Pennsylvania. I'm sure I'll be coming with all sorts of shit because I'll be cutting the grass on the mower. Like, oh man, that toy show, that thing, that thing.
Yeah.
So that's how this kind of came to be. So yeah, I think this would be really cool to have as an action figure line. And I would dig it. I'd buy it.
Yeah. And this is what I was saying about design of character. Look, each one of those guys is so individualized that like a stupid cartoon could get it and $1 billion company just can't like have the brain power to make it work. But anyway, Tim, I wanted to tell you something crazy. At the end of the MOTU line, they actually made these figures.
No way.
Right here.
Oh, nice.
And they were made like MOTU figures. They scale at MOTU size. Yes, and there was a Super Nintendo game.
Yes, it's awesome too.
I did not know about this, but we actually got a bunch of this in a collection at work, and I was like, "These are all MOTU sized." And then on top of that,
are they expensive?
Certain characters can be like, $120, but like base characters can be very cheap.
Well, guess what I'm looking for on Saturday, Angela.
But
I know. You must see it now. You talked it into the ether.
But this is what I was thinking. Mattel owns this. Like these were made by Mattel, like, and they were made to be like comparable to MOTU.
Yeah,
like this could be a subline for MOTU, like so easy, and like it would be awesome. So
yes.
I figured I'd just share a little bit of fun stuff that I knew about.
I never knew this existed. I knew the video game existed and it was fun. I never saw these, so this is something.
I never saw
Brian. Now we need a buffer for the more you know to pop up.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, we got my dude War Chest here. What do we got? Very nice, sir. And then we are gonna move on to Mr. Tour Games.
Listen,
the Deadhead Dolphin.
I don't need it to be the cartoon of Chuck Norris, but which I would buy. It would be fun as shit. I would even buy if Shitty 7 did them. I'll tell you that. Because these guys are fun. They remind me of they're a bunch of goofballs. It was a very fun cartoon, but there is no Chuck Norris shit. Like there's a statue of Chuck Norris that is 6-inch scale where he's the not missing in action. I forget Invasion USA. For some reason, there's no Chuck. Like the guy's still a meme.
He doesn't license himself. It's weird.
And people still say the stupid Chuck Norris stuff. He's all the
all the legend of Mr. Norris.
Somebody needs to make a Chuck Norris before the man. I don't want to be morbid here, but he's nice to do it before the man moves on to the big JoJo in the sky.
Yeah, and Impossible Pie, we know we're just saying an updated version of it. You know what I mean? Like something comparable to the 6-inch.
Yeah, I have a few of these figures.
Like super articulation. Yeah. Like I think I have the white and blue one somewhere.
Everyone has that ninja with the dreads.
Yeah.
Just update it. Like I said, I would even take Super 7, but I just want Chuck Norris. I want a good Chuck Norris.
I want a badass Chuck Norris. I agree. Like just like a military version of him.
Right. And Chuck Norris was in so many different looks.
And then like just a plaid blue shirt with jeans, Chuck Norris. And that's all you need. Like, War Chuck and Chuck at home. You know what I mean? That'd be
what an underrated Chuck Norris movie is like what's the silent something with that?
Yeah, the one where he actually fights like Jason, basically.
Yeah, he's like the Terminator mixed with Jason.
Yeah, it's called Silent Trigger, I think.
Silent something.
Yeah, that movie is rad though. I love that.
Underrated.
Yes,
that's on Tubi. Anyway,
it's not even
Chuck
that
Norris
Delta
is a goddamn
Force,
action
man.
figure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, and then mine is something we talked about, but now we're just gonna make it official.
Yeah.
Not just Mad Max. Road Warrior first. You know what I mean? Like, don't make Mad Max. Don't make Beyond Thunderdome. We don't need Fury Road. And we definitely don't need Furiosa. But, oh my God, this would be so fucking dope, man. Like, just to get, like, a few of the core characters, like,
wouldn't it be nice?
Like, dude, how funny would it be? Like, the red Mohawk guy and his boyfriend that come on a motorcycle. Like, how funny would that be?
Yeah, who would you want to do the line?
Oh God, I would want somebody to make like articulated ones, and like I would say it would be at this point, like I don't know what even getting a license would be. Ramen, because he knows how to make the cars. You know what I mean? And I've seen the prototypes on like, the Centurions look pretty tight. And so far, a lot of his prototyping looks awesome. And like, these are very basic. Like you don't have to get like super fucking crazy with it, So I would say Ramen probably, or like maybe even Jada might respect it enough. And they know how to make vehicles too. You know what I mean? So maybe.
Yeah. I would buy. Buy this.
And then on top of that,
you need that. Yes,
like who the fuck wouldn't buy the Interceptor? You know what I mean? Like if it came with Max, a dog, and an Interceptor, like who wouldn't want this thing? Like
as long as we get the dog, we need the dog.
Oh, I love the dog. Love the dog.
Such a good boy. Yeah.
He is. He's such a good boy. All right. And then we are going to slam right in the jerk of the week because we have that shit ready. So, all right. We're going to do this jerk of the week.
That's the sound of the beast.
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Oh, now this is all Tim, and
This is
it's
all
not
Tim.
and it's not for the reasons that you think, people. So let him
I'll cover that
explain
too. This
before you're like,
yeah.
oh, he hates everybody.
It is the internet.
You
That's
know,
what happened.
just-
All right, so
yeah, just
all right, so of
hang
course
in
I have my
there.
Morph on display here. I had to have him chilling here because I was so pumped to get that 2 years ago or whatever it was. But all right, so I don't want to spoil too much for X-Men 97 tonight because a lot of people haven't seen it yet. I freaking loved it. Little nitpicks here and there. That's what happens. But here's the thing, okay? I know a lot of people in the new X-Men 97 show. I shouldn't say a lot of people. There's a minority of people who were upset with some character redesigns and changes. Has nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I love people
whatever.
in the day. Here's my problem. All right. They always presented Morph as Wolverine's best friend. And I get that best friends can bust their best friend's stone more than other people can. All right. But there is a scene in the first episode, I believe it was, where Morph is just straight up asshole to Wolverine. Like, this isn't spoiling anything. Most people have seen the trailers. Jean Grey is pregnant to start the season. Okay. So Wolverine is dealing with the fact that the love of his life is pregnant. And then this will be a bit of a spoiler here, a little bit. Yeah, then they, of course, because she's pregnant, are considering leaving the team. Okay. I think most logical people would consider if you're having a baby, you would leave the team of people who get attacked by giant robots and murderers. Okay. So now Wolverine just found that out, and he's trying to like work through mentally the concept of all the Sentinels being back, all the bad guys being back, Jean being pregnant by Cyclops, her leaving the team, not having her in his life at all anymore. Morph literally morphs into pregnant Jean Grey and starts busting Wolverine stones like, oh, I am married to the most boring man in the world, and it's too bad that nobody else loves me. And like, I was like, dude, no best friend would do that to their friend. So because of that very reason, straight up jerk of the week. But I will add this. When anybody watches the show eventually, he is a treasure in the show because you're going to get so many cameos through him shape-shifting that it's going to be frigging amazing. So good. The first two episodes, without ruining anything, he portrayed at least 6 different important X-Men characters. Cool. to use their power set. And the one prediction I'll make, and I'm sorry I'm going long-winded here, guys.
No, go.
This is my concern. We all got excited. Well, X-Men fans got excited seeing Nightcrawler in the trailer. We got a Nightcrawler figure. Okay. Hopefully I'm wrong on this. I'm worried that Nightcrawler will not actually be in the show, but that he's just going to portray Nightcrawler to use his power set. I will be so pissed off if that happens because I'm so pumped to have Nightcrawler proper back on the series. And the fact that we're getting a figure tells me that Nightcrawler probably will be himself on the show. But if that's only a morph to get Nightcrawler on there, I'll be pissed. That'll be a bait and switch for me.
Yeah.
But jerk of the week. Be nice to your best friends. Support them. Don't be a jerk.
Oh, too funny. Too funny. And
I gotta watch
honestly,
the show now. I gotta go
watch. I never finished the cartoon ever. That just, like I said, growing up reading the comics, like the show was always like, why'd they do that? Why'd they do that? Because I've always been a comic book nerd. So like,
does it have the same theme song that sounds like the Whitney Houston song?
I don't want to ruin anything for people watching, but I think they'll be happy.
Okay.
I have to add this as a tease. There is a moment at the end of the first episode in the big climactic battle scene of episode 1 where Wolverine, people have seen it in the trailer. He works with Gambit. He charges up his claws. That makes no sense. I think that's dumb, but it looks cool. But the way that Wolverine uses Morph to get, I'm trying to remember anything, to get vaulted towards the antagonist is freaking awesome. Like, I'm dying to do a toy picture of it right now, but I want to wait till next week as to not spoil anything for the show.
Okay.
So you'll see it. You can't miss it at the end. It's very end of the first episode. You know what I'm talking about. It's really freaking cool. And right now I'm looking at the figure I could use to do that photo. So
spoil away. I don't give a shit.
So good.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. So did anybody pick up anything fun this week? Any fun pickups? Anybody?
Video games made a surprise comeback this month.
What'd you get?
So I got some dopey. Picture Captain Kirk on a planet with aliens that aren't that intelligent, and he has to help them. But it's done very well. I love science fiction goofball shit. It's called Outlast.
Is he humping those aliens?
No, there's no humping. Unfortunately,
I'm joking. It sounds. I like sci-fi games.
It's fun.
I played. What the hell was that crazy giant space game that they had out like a year or two?
Mass
ago?
Effect. No,
I played the last one of those. I didn't like that at all.
No,
like, those games constantly got nerfed. Yeah, I was thinking. No Man's Sky. I was playing.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah,
that was.
Yeah, it was just. It was too vast, and like, I put like 20 hours into it and realized like I was wasting my life.
Yes,
I was just like, I have to stop, and that was the last game I played. Actually, I was like, I'm literally wasting my fucking life.
Well,
trying to play this stupid game.
That's why I don't watch a lot of movies anymore. I just pick a game I like and chip away at it. And tomorrow, Dragon's Dogma 2 comes out, which is. If you like shit like Dungeons and Dragons and bow and arrow dudes and wizards and maidens, it's a fantastic series. Finally gets a second release after like 10 years. So that's that. You know, nice. Video games to me, they used to always capture my attention, but now they're becoming like movies because a lot of people in film saw video games as the next outlet to write and make money, and video games make more money than movies. First of all,
big time, like astronomically.
Yeah. So these Hollywood fuckers saw what video games were doing, and they weaseled their way into video games, and it kind of dumbed the fucking products down. But these two releases back to back, really good. And then I got the toy show Saturday, freaking Toy Con. We talked about that.
Nice.
Yeah,
the more you say it, the more I just feel like I want to go. I want to go. I want to go.
Man. I will say this, and I'm not saying this to make you jealous or make you have to go. I think it's better than ZoloCon, ToyCon.
Ooh, hot take.
I do.
And both of you bastards are going. I might have to. We'll see.
I think it's.
It's such an easy drive, dude. All I literally do is get on the highway, and I
would do it. It's
so
better. It's better than. There's more shit than ZoloCon.
I will agree with that. I think if it's like I went last year, I think at this time, I can't remember. I think it was a year ago I went.
Yeah.
So last March's. And I'd never been before, and I know what to expect. And it is, Brian, picture the VR hobby show in Palmer, but there's two full gyms like that.
Oh man,
yeah, it's massive.
Big. That's
and
big.
I think there's also a third little room. I can't quite remember. So
the third little room, they brought back the RC car shit and an arcade, it's like arcade cabinets, and which is cool. Not for me, but it's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it is a big show. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably go. I'll talk to you guys after the show. We'll figure it out.
It's a good show, man. Like,
hey, the weather's nice. I'll go. I don't give a shit.
Well, that's the question.
Such an easy drive.
It's going to be rainy, but luckily no snow. But if everybody's curious, I'll plug early tonight. I did put a toy hunt up there, maybe even two from last year from the same show. So Disavowed ActionFigures. Type in. I always look up the name. New Jersey ToyCon, New Jersey, whatever it is. It'll pop up. But as far as new figures go, on my end, nothing this week. My pre-orders are finally coming in. I have my Scarlet Spider coming this week, so I'll do a review on him, even though they'll get like 7 reviews because everybody saw it already. And on top of that, I also have my Daredevil Hydra Man coming in that all my friends said they canceled last minute. I hung on and got it. So they're coming in this week. And I'm trying to track down those Street Fighter Jada figures. I don't know what I'll do if I see them at a marked up price on Saturday. I might, because I've behaved so much with buying.
Take the ball punch.
I might. Yeah.
Take the dick punch.
Because I just don't think we're going to see those again until July. They're not going to be out too often in stores. So
I agree.
I'll keep mine short. That's nothing really new. That's about all I got for new figures this week. New things this week.
Can I tell my last weekend story though?
Yes, of course. Go.
All right, listen. I don't watch new wrestling anymore, but I love 80s and 90s wrestling. I love it. I fucking adore it. It was like comic book heroes on your TV fighting each other. I adore 80s and 90s wrestling. So I watched the Dark Side of the Ring about this guy John Tenta, earthquake, natural disaster.
I watched 25 minutes before we came on. Sorry, I watched the middle 25 minutes. Go ahead. I
didn't know this guy was like a fucking sumo champion. I didn't know he was such a nice guy. I didn't know he was only 27 and looked like he was 50. I love that wrestler. I like his shtick. Big fat guy. He was an earthquake. Good finishing move. That shit had me bawling like a fucking baby. My daughter came downstairs and was like, "Daddy," she thought I was like someone in the family died. I was like, "Come on." So, I finished it. It really hit me hard. And then the next night, my wife was like, "I really want to watch this Iron Claw movie." I was like, "Oh shit, it's about wrestling. Sure. Fucking why not?" I knew the Von Erichs went through some shit. I didn't know they went through that much shit. I mean, holy shit. I was crying every fucking 10 minutes.
I'm pretty sure there's a Dark Side of the Ring from the first season on them as well. So if you like the documentary on them, check out.
I can't watch. I'm done. I'm done with the sound.
Emotionally tapped out.
Give me I watched Buff Bagwell, and it was like a nice palate cleanse where he was like, on coke and doing steroids. That's the shit. I'm cool with that. The Von Erichs life. Holy shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I watched a handful of those when they originally came out, like the dark Side of the Rings, and I was like, same thing, man. I was like, ooh, and then I was like, holy God. I was like, I can't watch this show because all it does is get me upset.
None of them dudes
so I was like, fuck that, man. And I was like, I'm done watching
very few happy endings.
It never ends well for wrestlers, man. It's very rare, because even if you make it to the top, like Stone Cold's like held together with like pins and metal. It's not worth it, in the end, what you do to yourself to get to the top, you're like destroyed. So
you basically to end happily as a pro wrestler, you basically have to Barry Sanders that shit. Like you need to get to the top, get to the apex, and then get out super early before anything bad happens to you. Take your money and go. And
somehow Hogan survived it all, and he's doing well, thank God. And
he's something else though, unfortunately.
Yeah, like most people hate him for whatever he's done. I don't know, but anybody I talk to hates Hogan.
I guess because of shit he did. He always wanted to like be the fucking baby face, and he always wanted to call the shots, but the guys put asses in the seats.
I loved Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I hated Hogan because I grew up on NWA and WCW. So like that was like the wrestling I watched. So I like when he came over and turned heel, I was like, this is awesome.
That's one of the few wrestling figures. Well, I shouldn't say few. I have a shit ton of AEW, but out of the few WWE I've hung on to over the years, it's that Hollywood Hogan Ultimate from about 3-4 years ago.
I have that.
Such a fun figure.
I don't collect wrestling figures really. And
well, you said it's a whole. It's a whole, right? Yeah.
Yeah. War Chest says he saw the Iron Claw in theaters, and I was in college when the last brother died. People I went to school with, a lot of them. Yeah, Texas, the Von Erichs are like, Mount Rushmore. They can probably put them on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also, it got me to watch like their older matches, though. I try to get in the moment, and it's cool that one of them, he came out to Stranglehold by Ted Nugent, and his finishing move is the fucking I was like, yo. Dope. Yeah, so that listen, I get it. If you're watching something that has a set, it did it well. So, but I don't like fucking crying my eyes out on a Friday night. So
yeah, exactly.
I usually do that when I look down.
What's the meaning of it all?
Just be like, I want to do that. If I want to cry on a Friday night this week, I'll just put on somebody's review of the new Street Fighter figures tomorrow night and cry.
You really want
that 6 months? Yeah,
it's burning his ass. Yeah, but I'll go over what I got. I'm actually working on like multiple reviews at once. I've never done that, but so we got Mr. Action Soldier, and surprisingly, I like him way more than I thought I would. I really like this figure so far, so he's pretty cool. You guys saw Quick Kick. I think he's probably one of the best fucking classified figures that's non-military. Like,
Right.
Like, this is a great kung fu buck. Like, this thing's awesome. So
When I saw you had that, I immediately went to CMD store thinking you got it from there.
I did actually. I literally bought the last one, dude.
Oh,
I got the last one. I went there. I was like, what the fuck is this doing here? I clicked it. And then I refreshed the page because I was like, what are they dropping stuff? You know, to see if there was more. And they sold out right after I did it. So I didn't get the Techno Viper. So if everybody's like, oh, he's going to do the Techno Viper, I didn't. I'm getting it from Pulse like everybody else. And then I got this beautiful bastard.
Let's see Timber. Where is Timber better than
Timber is still in Yes.
He's better than Hasbro's?
1,000 times better. Now, I know he looks almost the same. Like, but he is the beak and the head look more like a real wolf.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And you get real ball joints in here.
Mm-hmm.
So the legs have way better range and they move. And it's all solid plastic. So, and not only that, like, dude, hang on. There we go. Caught it. These head sculpts. I know my camera sucks. I'm sorry, guys. The mouth, the teeth, and the gums on these things are incredible. So
yeah, when Mezco does something well, we talked about
this animal is great. Now, the only thing I wish had a ball on the tail, it does not. It's just on a hinge. Yeah, kind of a no-no. I wish they didn't do that, but other than that, this thing is a great animal.
See, that's why I don't buy those, because the first thing I would have done is twist that tail and snapped it right off.
I almost
lost my mind.
I almost did. I'm starting to like get rules for myself. Like when I open a Mezco, I'm like, okay, stop with the sausage fingers, go slow, and just enjoy it. So I try to go really slow with these things, and I still manage to almost fuck them up and break them. Like I was telling them, the sword sheath for the Morning Wood sword, I love calling it that. It has a lot of plastic taken out of it. So if you try to put this on the sheath on the back, it's breaking like completely. So don't do that. So that's where I'm at. But Pulse sent me a gigantic like shipping list of crap. So like what the hell is his name? Metalhead's coming, Techno Viper's coming, and Big Boa's coming. And I can't wait to get Big Boa because he sucks, man. Like he's like one of the worst Joes to me.
Wait, why is everyone saying that? What's so
I
bad
don't
about
like him. Like he makes no sense. What would a boxing guy be doing on a battlefield with
what do you mean? He's just almost like I always saw him as the Sergeant Slaughter for Cobra. He trained them to fight. Like
I could see that. I could see that. But see, to me, his real lore is they were going to make Sylvester Stallone into which would
be a fun fucking custom.
Yes, and it didn't work out, and then they just turned him into Big Boa.
Balboa.
Yeah. So like to me, he's
the croc master.
He's pretty bottom of the list. Like,
really?
Like you said, croc master. He's like a little below halfway. So,
but if you look at it as he's training the officers and troops to hand, even though they always got their ass kicked by Roadblock, he was a trainer. So,
true. No, that's a great way to look at it. We're going to bring you up onto the solo here because, dude, this is beautiful. Like you couldn't have done this any better, dude. Like seriously, when I saw this, I was like, it's very basic, but I think it's one of my favorite customs you've ever done. Like it's a deep cut and it's perfect, man. So I love it. Anyway,
so. I every once in a while I knock one out of the park. I rarely pat myself on the back with this shit, but this one all came together, and this happened to me years ago. I was on this site called Figure Realm, right? and I made Nada from They Live with Rowdy Piper, a wrestling figure, and I knocked it out of the park. And then all you saw for like 3 years was people making that figure and not giving me any props. That's the only thing. Like, I could foresee that happening again with this because no one has made. I think Mattel actually made this guy in their line before, but it was cool. It came together, and I was pretty shocked. This guy is, if you watched or read the comic, The Dark Knight Returns, there's this guy called the Mutant Leader, and he has all the people in the city in Arkham under his wing as hoodlums and vandals. Batman tricks them into becoming his Cobra troops, so to speak, and they become what's called the Sons of Batman. And they're kind of like freedom fighters, and they're helping Gotham and helping Batman fight.
Yeah,
that cartoon, if you don't want to read the book, the cartoon is top notch.
Yeah, they basically start off as punkers for the bad guy in the book, and he wins them over by beating their. He basically gets in one of the best Batman fights in all history, as like a 70-year-old man just throwing the fuck down, and he and pummels the shit out of this guy and wins his people.
It was so cool that they fought in mud because he was like, "Now we're fucking even."
Yeah, it's great,
man. What do those guys always say to each other? You shiv good or something like that?
Oh, they say weird shit. Slice and dice.
Slice and dice. Yeah, slice and dice. You slice and dice.
Yes.
Hey, War Chest Full of Toys, thank you so much for this. This is fucking awesome. Thank you for doing that for everybody. It's very cool. So, thank you.
Absolutely.
And make sure whoever gets these to thank War Chest because he's a fucking awesome dude, and that's really cool of him to do. So thanks again, brother. I really appreciate it. So, but anyway, continue.
Like my customer. So Figure Realm, I made
amazing.
And my top 3 customs are probably that Piper, Rocky Dennis, and now him.
Do you
I'm
have
proud
them
of that.
Close? Do you have them close?
Rocky Dennis and
whatever. Yeah.
No, I'll bring up pictures next time.
Well, we're gonna have to do a custom Kitbash show one of these days because
I
have a bunch of shit I Kitbash and stuff. It doesn't do anything like you, but
there's
maybe I'll break out my Hardigan.
There's an unwritten rule with customizing where you give props to, like I made a Space Ghost custom out of a Batman figure, but it wasn't my idea. It was Ink Drop Customs, and I made sure to tell people, listen, I know it looks fucking great.
Yeah, give the recipe. Yeah, give the recipe. It's only fair. You know what I mean? Like, if you came up with something cool, it's like in Magic the Gathering when guys figure out deck combinations, they get credit for it. You know what I mean? Like, you should, you know?
And thank you to everyone in chat with the kind comments. And like I said, I don't like patting myself on the back. It's awkward.
Dude, you kill it. I'll pat you on the fucking back, man. You really do.
I'll pat you on the back on Saturday at ToyCon with Brian.
Pat me on the back. There you go.
I will. I'll help you spend some of your money.
I want to make like a crew.
And here's one of my dudes, Mython the Python. This guy's another great guy, man. He's just such a wonderful fucking human, man. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in.
I will say this. I mean, our chat, our friends in the chat, we have a lot of nice motherfuckers, man. These guys,
we got great people in here.
We do.
Yeah,
which is cool.
I love it, man. I love, we don't get shitheads in here often at all.
No, I mean, every once in a while, a shithead might be fun, but
only when I'm in the chat do we get that. So.
Yeah. And I even think that was a misunderstanding, man. So like I went back and kind of watched it and I still kind of feel like it was a misunderstanding. So, I'll give it that, whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe I was a little strong on that, but whatever.
Only the custom.
Go get me something.
Well, McFarlane.
And then I'll show that awesome machine gun that comes with the stupidest stainless thing.
So McFarlane is the king of repaints, right?
Hasbro's pretty good.
He did the Dark Knight wave with the Build-A-Horse.
Uh-huh.
But he never had, in the beginning of the book, in the movie, he's in blue. and then he gets all torn up. Then he wears black and gray.
Yeah, and
So he
even
never-
the blue has the yellow, and yep.
So I had to go and make it.
Oh, okay. You're getting the solo mode. That is awesome, dude.
Looks good, right?
I love that. I have been holding off Mafex or Mayfex is reissuing them in that uniform, and
yes,
I already ordered it. I was like, I missed it. I need that, and
I'm gonna order it as well. But I ended up making it, and I thought Mcfarlane was gonna do this, and for some reason, he didn't.
That's really weird that he didn't, because
I know it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, because he does the swap outs on the front. So
that's one of the few Mcfarlane waves I went all in on. I have the horse. I talked about breaking Robin's foot off, but that Batman's great. I have the black, obviously the black factory one, but it was a fun wave.
Yeah, I love Dark Knight Returns. So
I think Mcfarlane did a good job on that wave too. A lot of people were laughing at it. It was a build a horse and all this shit, but Carrie Kelly looked good. The Joker looked. I really like that wave.
Yeah, I even bought the freaking Witcher Roach. I bought the two horses.
Yeah, one. I mean, people goof on that horse. It was
it's awesome, man. Yeah. I saw that on the Gunslinger Spawn and was like, that's a really good horse. I mean, it's not my thing, so no horses, but but holy
so this
cow.
Batman, if anyone's curious, and I always tell people this, customizing, you just have to be patient. This symbol was ripped off of the Three Jokers Batman.
Nice.
And then paint, painting your toys.
Now, what do you do? Do you prime? Him,
I didn't have to prime because he's already gray and black. Gray and black is basically your primer colors. So I dry brush.
Do you put Mod Podge over to not get chipping? Like, see, I used to customize, but I get too much chipping and it kills me. And it really is what keeps me away from customizing like I used to.
So with chipping, I try and pick, like I like to dry brush figures, which is barely putting paint over it, right?
Yeah.
If you pick certain characters that, like if I did red over this, it's going to chip. But I didn't have to paint the gray. You pick the characters that won't drive you nuts with that. You know what I mean? So if a character has a black suit and you dry brush gray over that suit, even if it chips, it's not going to matter because black is going to bleed through and just make it look more realistic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because the way I know how to, paint the figures is just like painting miniatures. I used to paint miniatures. So you just work like a painting. You work with the base outwards.
Now you can do the whole thing where you pop the joints out and you sand the joint.
Dude, I've done that. I've Dremeled joints. Okay.
Yes.
Like perfectly Dremel joints. And I still get yeah, I've had it where it just went, the whole thing just went up when the arm went up. And I was like, fuck this, because I was making a Psylocke. And dude, I did the flesh tones. I Dremeled all the joints, and then dude, forget it. It was just shit. I threw it in the garbage. I was so mad.
Well, you have to also come to grips with, if you're doing a custom and you're doing a whole full paint, he's not going to be a real toy again. You're going to just get him in a good pose, and that's it.
And you got to move him slow. Yeah. See, I was getting to the point where I was like, oh, this looks awesome, but I want to pose him. And then I'm like, there went all the fucking joints. So I'm like, either I'm stupid and I'm not doing something right, or that's just how it goes, So
this is good tips. Thin layers.
Yep.
And especially around the joints, go thin. And like I said, it's gonna. But I do have a few customs that I've had forever, and somehow they held up. You just keep punching in that mat.
Yeah, I did a lot of dyeing parts. I started to try dyeing parts, but that can only take you so far because you can't dye the dark back to light. So but I've had success with that. That works.
I think the shit is relaxing. Like I
love the actual painting process. I get pissed when I start articulating and shit gets wrecked.
Right. That's why kit bashing is fun.
Yeah, that's why I moved to that. Oh God. Okay, we're bringing him up, dude. Your hush is ridiculous.
This looks great.
This is the one that has the DC Direct stuff on it, right? The original Jim Lee hush.
This has the DC Direct skirt because This was McFarlane had this all zipped up. He looked like he was the guy that shows off their peanut. What do they call it? A flasher.
The pee-pee, Senor the pee-pee.
So I cut that and I put the DC skirt and the hazmat legs, and now he's like a freaking figure. Now there's no, when you kitbash, there's no chipping or flaking because it's the original figure basically.
Yeah, that looks so good. That Hush is just out of
I
control.
love it, man. I
love
this.
For like the Jim Lee style Hush, that's like as money as it could get. Like to me, that almost looks like McFarlane put that figure out. It looks so good.
Let me ask you something, Brian, because you're a comic book guy.
Yeah,
I heard rumors he might be in the next movie. Is Hush a character that can carry a film as a villain?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay. He could barely carry the Jim Lee story. The only reason that Hush as a comic is good is because it gets his whole rogues gallery involved. So he doesn't know this guy, and he's going to all his other, rogue gallery, and then Hush has got shit on the rogue gallery, so he's using them against Batman.
So he's just like a manipulator. He's just like
yeah, dude. And like when they get in a fist fight at the end, fucking Batman trouses him. Like, dude, he trouses him. It isn't even like a fight, dude. He just hand to hand, Batman beats the shit out of him. So
I think
it's a great read. Movie. It's a fun book. It would be it would be a mistake, but I don't.
But maybe it'll be like Batman a sub character.
Yeah, he could work as he could work. It's just he would have to manipulate two other villains and then be revealed as the guy who did that in the end, and then it would be cool.
Okay,
because he's supposedly like a Bruce Wayne's like friend when he was a child, and then like they got separated as kids do, and then the guy knew about Bruce, and that's how he kind of got in and manipulated. So yeah, so it was neat in that regard because he was like
a cartoon.
That cartoon, it follows that graphic.
I'm gonna watch that shit tonight. I'm gonna probably fall asleep to it, but
but if you want, that comic's awesome. Totally read.
Okay.
Did I lose you?
Oh shit! This is
okay. We're good. I thought we clipped out for a second there. So
thank you, Aaron. I've been customizing for fucking 15 years now. It's really crazy how time flies. So I appreciate this comment a lot.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's great shit.
So the Rocky Dennis, somebody offered to mold it.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bounce. I'll see you Saturday. Okay.
Oh, no problem.
Tim.
See you later,
guys. Have
buddy.
fun. See ya. Bye.
Yep.
Let
me take him out. There we go.
The road.
It's me and you.
The Rocky Dennis, someone offered to mold it, but I would have to hand paint all of them. I'm also very fucking lazy.
Well, I couldn't assembly line shit. I tried, like I told you, I made that Detective Harrigan from Predator 2.
Yeah.
And I tried to assembly line them, and I painted about 5 or 6 of the heads in a row. And like, dude, by the time I got to the 5th one, it just looked like a shit burger. Like the eyes were all off. I was like, oh man. I was like, my brushes were dirty picking stuff up. So like there's actual like cat hair stuck in the hair. I was like, I gotta stop and just slow down. So one at a time is the best way to do it,
Pi has a good question here. So the reason why I got into this freaking McFarlane line, let me grab a random thing. So whatever your thoughts are on McFarlane figures is fine. I'm not going to debate anyone about the quality or the articulation, all that stuff. But all this stuff just pops right out. Like you just heat it up with a blow dryer and it all pops out. That's why these are so fun to customize, because you could take I could literally switch these two figures together with absolute ease. So it's really your imagination and how far you're willing to advance your skill level, and just practice. Just get a few figures on sale, go on eBay, get a lot of like the cheapest McFarlane figures.
Go to Ollie's. Just buy some shit Ollie's figures.
True. Ollie's does have that wave. It's a good wave there for customizing too.
They always have some kind of DC, universe stuff.
And if you go to Figure Realm, I'm not a fan of Anthony's customs. He's a very negative guy, but the man has a great tutorial on figurerealms.com. They let him pretty much just run the show with that website for the tutorial, and he gave a lot of great tips. He is a good customizer. I can't take that from him. So go to Figure Realm, read his stuff, use YouTube. You can ask me shit on Instagram. I'm available 24 hours a day. I'm a very unbusy guy. I get off work very early.
And not only that, too, I would just add that look at people who paint miniatures, because you will pick up all
I did. That's how I
kinds.
learned. Bronzer was busting my balls about rust. I like
Yeah.
rust and shit. And that's how I learned painting a guy
Yeah.
who did Warhammer miniatures. And you just
Yeah.
take all these things and apply them to what you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do a custom. I got the picture in my phone. I know this is very what's the word? This character is so fucking awesome, man. And he doesn't really have a lot of toys. You know who this guy is?
Oh, it looks like Captain Midnight.
It's Mr. Monster.
Mr. Monster.
He's
Is he a
awesome.
Dark Horse?
He's some like independent.
Yeah, I was gonna say that look. Yeah.
I want to try and make this custom.
Okay, I've seen that guy.
But look at the toy he's getting. Oh my god, he's getting a toy. Look at the fucking toy.
Oh, is that those weird fucking heroes of whatever from Big Bad Toy Store? Like,
yeah,
they have the best character selection and the worst fucking
it's gonna be.
sculpts.
It's like the Phantom, Mr. Monster. What's the guy that had like the weird hair? I forget the guy's name. He was very popular in the 90s. They're doing
Madman. They're doing Madman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, that's all people I love. And yeah, it's just nothing there for me, unfortunately. Because just the sculpts aren't good. The characters are fucking great, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna make that goddamn Mr. Monster figures.
Yeah.
I got it up here. I just gotta, take it slow.
Just think of the recipe. So very nice, very nice. All right, well, we have gone on very long tonight, so I am gonna plug some shit, and then I'll let you plug some shit, and we'll call it an evening. And as always, thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out with us. It's always fucking fun. I love it. Thursday nights are just becoming a fun ass ritual that I look forward to. So I'm digging it. So I am working on a bunch of reviews, and as everybody knows, if you ordered from Pulse or Big Bad Toy Store, it's going to be raining G.I. Joes, so it will be raining reviews. And yeah, I got charged for my shadow. I forgot to tell you this, from Mezco almost a month ago, dude, and they haven't sent it.
Wander, who's in chat, just got him yesterday. Didn't send it yet?
Dude, a month. They took my money a month ago. Okay, I'm not one of the guys that like contacts Mezco. I actually did. I was like, they're gonna sell the fuck out of this thing and then just refund my money. You know what I mean? And just like, it's like, what's going on? And then they hit me with that, our shit's slow. So, dude, that is like killing me. That's like, I told you I wanted Storm Shadow. I'm excited for like that. That's fun. But the Shadow, there has not been a good Shadow figure ever. So I am like beyond stoked for this thing.
I get him confused with the Spirit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they basically, one guy's got the nose and the scarf, and the other guy's just got the little Robin and bullshit.
So you're pumped for that figure.
I am so pumped, and I keep seeing fucking pictures of it in the Mezco group, and I'm like, I want to fucking So I'm excited, and I know something, and I keep seeing everybody miss it. Like, there's an accessory that people are putting on that thing 100% wrong. So yeah, and he comes with an extra thing, and it's like, it's extra for a reason. So like, I'm excited to show it if I'm correct. But I also didn't really watch any reviews on it. I kind of seen pictures, but I haven't seen anybody do it right. So maybe it's just because I'm a big fucking, shadow geek that I'm like, they're doing it wrong. So
yeah, I know of that character, but those characters, I always love to look at them and see them, but I've never wanted that figure. But for some reason, the more you see something, I'm like, damn, do I need this figure?
It looks so dope. Like sometimes they nail it and it's good, but sometimes it's like the Conan, like it's fucking perfect.
The Ninja Turtle, as War Chest, those Ninja Turtles, dude. I'm telling you, I got them in my bedroom. This is gonna sound fucking strange. My wife let me put a little thing in the bedroom, and I'm watching a show. I'm looking at Ninja Turtle.
Oh, that's great.
What it is.
That's great. Well, like I said, I won't open anything until I actually open it on camera, dude. And I had stuff just stacking up that I was like, oh, yeah. I want to play with, and I will not do it because I want that excitement for the video. Sure. You know what I mean? Like I like to, show it as it goes. If I break something, if something falls, I just love it. So I was dying this week to open stuff.
Yeah.
So I got ahead. I shot a lot of fucking I shot all my intros for like 4 fucking videos already. So
are you reviewing the Snake Eyes?
Yeah, I'm going to. I don't give a shit if other people review.
No. I think your opinion on Snake Eyes is
and I like going over everything. You know what I mean? It's time consuming. Like when I do a Mezco figure, like let's just say, like when I do Quick Kick, it takes me about 25 minutes of footage. But when I do like a Mezco figure, it's like an hour and a half of footage, and I gotta get it down to a very easy to digest version. So I'm excited. I'm gonna work on that shit tomorrow. So but it's gonna be a little bit because I did Quick Kick like as soon as I got him, and I did that review after work and it killed me. Like it took me so long to do. So but I wanted to do it. I was excited. Like he's like Bazooka for me. He's like top 5 of all time like favorites. So
oh really? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Like I love all the dumb fucking G.I. Joes.
Well, you don't like Big Boa though.
I just like the silent weapons master makes sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The punchy wearing a spiked helmet. Yeah, like it's weird, but I got some fun stuff and some fun ideas. I'm reviewing them. I can't wait. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I just completely am like, I love this stupid thing. It's awesome. So I hope it is. You know what I mean? So because I'm not big on Techno Viper either. Like I like it, but I don't know if it's like I like it enough to review it.
I remember that figure. I always try to think back to when I was a kid, when the popularity waned off. And I remember Techno Viper being a kid favorite. Sci-Fi was a kid favorite in that weird yellow and green.
Yeah, I love that, dude. He looked like RoboCop, but he was green. I love that.
I forget when it took the dive. I forget what figure was like, okay, this is it. Shit's over with. It'll come to me. Oh, I hope they make Raptor. I hope they make the fucking goof with the yo-yo.
All of them. I'll take everybody, man. Like I love G.I. Joe. There's very little characters that I
can tell
that I don't like. Yeah, there's very little that I don't like, but there are characters where I'm like, see, like to me, I would have wanted
Alpine though.
Yeah, I would have wanted Crystal Ball over Big Boa. Like there's characters that I wish they would have done for the Cobra side.
I think Alpine should have came before. Like Alpine needs to be.
He should have been early. He should have been wicked early. He should have been in like wave 4. Like he should have been where Dusty is. You know what I mean? Like nobody was clamoring for Dusty, and they should have done Alpine, and then Dusty could have been like year 4.
Sure.
So. But I like how they shake things up, and I think the waves have been fun. So
me too.
I'm not saying shit. Even when I talk shit, I have them on my desk and I'm having fun with them. So, I'm not gonna say shit. So, but that's it for my plugin. I don't have much else other than that. The reviews will be squeaked out, but I'm trying to work more. So, hopefully more. How about yourself? What you working on?
Well, I had the earthquake video I'm proud of because that man hit me.
Dude, it was great. It was a great.
It was
video.
great. I got a bunch of stuff coming from BBTS, but I'm trying to just make videos for things I care about now.
Yeah.
And if a new figure comes, it comes. And if I'm not worried about, I like views, I like subs, but I can't be worried about it.
Yeah.
And
It's easy to fall into. It's easy to just be like, especially when you have a good week, like where you're like, damn, I grew huge this week. And then you're like, what did I do to do that?
I don't know what I don't know what I ever did.
Yeah.
I just, I actually like this more than the reviews. And I want to thank, we've been doing this for 2 hours tonight.
Yeah. I love
some of you have stayed with us from the beginning, and I appreciate every one of you. So it is what it is. It's something I look forward to. Obviously, I'm not going to abandon my channel.
No.
Maybe when I'm like 60. I'm not going to be doing this shit at 60. I don't think. Maybe. But
we will. Well, me and you will go toy hunting together as old fucking codgers. It'll be great.
Son of a bitch! You grabbed Alpine out of my hands.
You took the faster cart.
I just want to tell everyone thank you for watching, and I look forward to these damn things every week. And hopefully, the toy gods are fucking good to me Saturday. But the thing is, I'm not hunting anything. I'm just buying random shit, which could be dangerous.
True that. That's how it was at ZoloCon. I was just like, I didn't need that.
Random shit. I think that's when you have the most fun, is when you hunt random shit. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Well, I think you talked me in the Saturday. So as long as I can get Jerk to agree on that, we're good to go.
Aaron, talk to Jerk, smooth her over, have her watch Iron Claw and get all depressed.
Yeah, right. She'll just be like, why are you playing this crap? She'll be like, Men in Tights.
No, it was like a love story, man. The wrestling took like a back seat to like the shit they went through. But
no, that's great though. That's the way it should be. So good movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, people, thank you so much as always, and we will see you next fucking Thursday.